Yes, it is good. Not my words, but God's word. Just before evening, after a full, long day, God said, "It is good." Then it was evening, and now it is morning the next day. A a gift of a new day. This is the Reverend Dr. Laverne Corrine Williams Foster Hall, Harvey Brown Fontaine Turner, Hill Holt McCain. This morning we will complete Psalm 78, and we will start with where we left off yesterday, verse 55, and go through verse 72. So, verse 55, Psalm 78. He drove out nations before them and allotted their lands to them as an inheritance. He settled the tribes of Israel in their homes, but they put God to the test and rebelled against the Most High. They did not keep his statutes. Like their fathers, they were disloyal and faithless, as unreliable as a faulty bow. They angered him with their high places. They aroused his jealousy with their idols. When God heard them, he was very angry. Hmm. He rejected Israel completely. He abandoned the tabernacle of Shiloh, the tent he had set up among men. He sent the ark of his might into captivity, his splendor into the hands of the enemy. He gave his people over to the sword. He was very angry with his inheritance. Fire consumed their young men, and their maidens had no wedding songs. Their priests were put to the sword, and their widows could not weep. Then, then the Lord awoke as from sleep. The Lord awoke as from sleep, as a man wakes from the stupor of wine. He beat back his enemies. He put them to everlasting shame. Then he rejected the tents of Joseph. He did not choose the tribe of Ephraim, but he chose the tribe of Judah, Mount Zion, which he loved. He built his sanctuary like the heights, like the earth that he established forever. He chose David, his servant, and took him from the sheep pens. From tending the sheep, he brought to him to be the shepherd of his people Jacob, Jacob of Israel, his inheritance. And David shepherded them with integrity of heart, with skillful hands he led them. Let me just repeat verse 65. Then the Lord awoke as from sleep. Then the Lord awoke as from sleep, as a man wakes from the stupor of wine. And David, verse 72, shepherded them with integrity of heart, with skillful hands he led them. Embraced this morning within the palms of these prayers is simply this: God's wakefulness. God is awake, and God will keep us awake all day long and will lead us into just before evening when God will say, "It is good." So, yes, embraced within the palms of our prayers, your prayers, my prayers, is a God who is woke and a God who will keep us woke all day long until just before evening, when, yes, He will say, "It is good." It is good. This is the Reverend Dr. Laverne Corrine Williams, Foster Hall, Harvey Brown, Fontaine Turner, Hill, Holt, McCain. McCain spelled MC capital CANNE. Let us on this day, all day long, the gift of this day, yes, woke, God's wokefulness.